Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot and welcome to your May prediction pick a card. As always, we allow Spirit to completely customize each and every reading. So all decks are different within each pile and are completely picked in the moment by Spirit. So giving you a very unique and customized reading for each and every pile, for each and every one of you. So I will give you some time now to meditate on your cards and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your May prediction reading. I hope you guys are doing well and feeling this spring energy. This is your stone. I believe this is a rainforest jasper and it's super, super cool. Very earthy, so very fitting with Taurian energy. And this is your deck that you chose. It's an oracle deck. Each deck was an oracle deck. And this is actually the Storybook Oracle. So we're going to start with this and then we'll see where Spirit wants to lead us next as far as your message. Okay, for May. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so your first card is all according to plan and we have a beautiful rainbow. What I'm getting from this card right away is I'm seeing mountains that are like shaded, right? They're kind of dark. So it almost makes me think that maybe you guys have been going through something difficult, or it's felt like a struggle, or it's felt like climbing a mountain or achieving something difficult. And I think Spirit's trying to convey here that the goal, the sunshine, the rainbow is just beyond the peak here, is about to come up. It's all going according to plan. Have no fear, have no worries. There is going to be, the rainbow comes after rain, right? So it comes after a period of, and rain could represent struggle, it could represent sadness, it could represent disappointments, you know, but the rain nourishes the earth for beautiful things to grow. And so I believe beautiful things are about to blossom and bloom in your life. And in May, maybe seeing evidence of that. Okay. And we have mistaken identity. Interesting. And we have unfinished with the puzzle piece. With the missing puzzle piece. So maybe finding that missing puzzle piece, finally finding that last bit to the puzzle that creates maybe the full picture for you, where you're like, oh, that was it. That's what I was missing. That was the last piece that I needed in order to move forward, or in order to achieve this goal, in order to, you know, find success, whatever that is for you. We will find out more information as we go. And maybe with mistaken identity, it almost makes me believe that like you thought maybe you weren't meant for this, or that maybe you thought it was going one way and then it's like you had it maybe completely swapped. It's interesting, there's a lot of yellows and reds here. It's almost like yellow, 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 red. Almost like you were thinking it was one way and then it turns out to be something different than you thought. In a very, very positive way. Like, let's say, for example, you believe that maybe you were meant to struggle your whole life, right? And then all of a sudden this piece comes in, this information comes in, or you just you learn this last lesson, whatever this mountain is for you, or this last piece is for you. And then things just switch. And it's like, oh no, I'm actually meant to have success. I'm meant to be prosperous. I'm meant to have a family, or I'm meant to have prosperity in my life. It wasn't, you know, the way that maybe I thought it was, or maybe the way I thought it was. Or maybe you thought your whole plan was going a certain way, or you were going to be in a certain place, and then it completely switches into something different, but it's like way more positive. It's actually what it was meant to be, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna keep going with your cards. All right, we're gonna go to tarot next, into the Muse deck. I was just checking my nails. I just did my nails fresh, so just making sure they're still okay. Okay. So we have the 8 of Cups. Yes, walking away from something. Okay, I'm gonna just wait until we have every card out. We have the 9 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Wands. Unfinished, okay? So it's like, yeah, unfinished business. There's something that you're just finishing up. There's like one more piece. In May, I really believe you're finding that missing piece that maybe was keeping you in this place of struggle, of maybe feeling like heaviness, like overworked, or like it is that mountain energy, right? Feeling like it's a struggle to get someplace or to achieve something, or something feels very slow and stubborn, and it feels like an uphill battle, right? And so in May, you're finding that missing piece that's going to allow the rainbow to come out. It's going to allow, it's almost like light is going to be shone on you, and you're like, oh, and it allows you maybe to move. It allows you to move, leave something behind and move in this new direction. And I feel like with less struggle for sure, but less weight on your shoulders. I feel like you're leaving this heaviness behind, and it's just light comes in. You're leaving behind this stress, and maybe you have exactly with the mistaken identity, right? Maybe you thought you were always someone who was going to struggle or always have like a worry on your mind. Or maybe you were always felt like you were going to have to be forced into this place of non-action, of like resting all the time. And it's like it's swapping now. So in May, that is ending, and the hat is swapping, the identity is swapping, the energy is switching. It's going from darkness to light. It's going from this to that. The heaviness to completely light, like we're walking away from that. We're leaving it behind. It's finishing with the 10. 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness, I just noticed that. That's amazing. All according to plan, right? Trusting the plan. We're going 8, 9, 10. That's it. So there's something major in May completing for you guys. That's the end of it. And I really feel you will never experience that again. Definitely not to this level or to this extent. It's like things are just going to be way more easier in your life. And even you will come across challenges, of course, but it'll never feel as heavy as this, as it's been. You're gonna have more tools, better, it's like reaching a new plateau, and it keeps getting easier as we go, right? It never feels as hard as it did at the bottom. Wow. Wow. Very, very cool. Yeah, maybe it's coming in from an idea or someone around you, or it's just the energy. It's just the timing in May. It just comes out, and it's like, okay, now I know what I need to do. Now I have the information I need to move forward. Or it's like the piece it ends up falling into your lap, or everything it's like the gears shift and it just falls into place for you, and that's it, and it ends, and then things start becoming easier and moving faster, flowing more. It's like one day the rain just stops, Can we see that? You can see that, okay. Just want to make sure. All according to plan, 8, 9, 10. It is all happening exactly as it's meant to. Trust. Trust you will find the peace you need. You will find the information or whatever it is that's going to end this will come in May for you. It's going to take you out of a time of stress, overthinking, overworking, you know, maybe working so much with very little reward, or respect, finances, whatever it is. This could be, okay, so for an example, this could be someone who owns a business, right? Someone who just started a business, and in the beginning, that's when you have the largest mountain to climb, right? You're putting in the most work with the least reward. You have to get all of the foundation set, which is always the most difficult part, the most strenuous, and where you have to work the hardest is to begin. Right? And then you're trying things and you're learning and you're failing and you're trying again and you're seeing what works. And I feel like you've been in that stage in whatever capacity this resonates with you, right? It doesn't have to be a business. It could be in a relationship. It could be in a marriage. It could be in, raising a child, right? Or it could even be in maybe renovating a house, in whatever way this resonates with you. But in May, I feel like you're finally coming out of that time where you're having to put in the hardest work with the least reward. And it's just like something clicks in May. You get the piece that you need to create the perfect picture where it works, where it's like, oh, this is what I needed. Oh, it's finally working. Now it's easier. Now, the clients see me because I switched this thing, or because I got this piece of information that helped me, and it allowed me to be seen more. It allowed me to, I finally got this product right, and it's resonating with people, right? It's that kind of thing. Okay, we're gonna get more tarot cards for you guys. Okay. May for my pile ones, please. Okay. Yeah, the Tower, exactly. Something unexpected. So there is something unexpected here that is going to come in and it's going to shock you. I feel like this is definitely related to that piece of information in some way. It's coming in, okay? And it's going to help you with your work, with what you're trying to master, okay, a lot of you are definitely business owners in some way, or like entrepreneurs in some way, creating a business or creating your own thing. And of course, it doesn't have to be that, but it's something that you've been trying to master for a long time. So you could be trying to master interior design. You could be trying to master, right, being a good parent, whatever this thing is that you've been really mastering, working so hard at. There is a big event in May that's going to come in, that's going to shake things up in a very positive way. It's according to plan, okay? It's going to shake things up in a way that's going to give you the information or the energy or whatever it is, the piece that you need, that you've been trying to get it to come together. And I feel like in May, you're like, okay, now I am in my element. Now I know exactly what I'm doing. I have everything balanced. It's easy. I am like in my power. I am leading myself in this positive new direction. I know what I'm doing. It's like there's no more doubt here. This is mastery level. The Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. I mean, whoa, like this stuff. And like with the Tower on top of that, I feel like that's like a big energy here. It's powerful. I feel like you're realizing your power, and maybe that was the key the whole time. Something clicks in you and you're like, oh, okay, I see now what I have to do. And you just reach this new power, this new level of power within yourself, confidence within yourself. Look, I didn't even realize this. Her dress is a mountain. Okay, what she's wearing here, there's a mountain in that. Representing what you've been going through, representing your strength, your endurance, your courage, your tenacity, like the fact that you never gave up, the fact that you climbed a mountain at the hardest points and never stopped and you kept going. And now this energy is getting shaken up in May, and it's ending the hardest part. You're getting something key to your success. And then you're like, oh, okay, things are way easier to balance now. I'm reaching a new plateau. Things are easier. I'm gaining new confidence. I know where I'm headed now. Clarity is coming in. Okay. And I mean, this could definitely, for some of you, it's like this tower could allow you to move away from something that was maybe blocking you. And maybe that was the piece. Okay, then maybe there was something here that has to go, because I see on the tower here, there's a little man who's falling, right? And we have the 8 of Cups right here. So this could be a, maybe a relationship that was blocking, that was hindering you in some way, that needed to go. This could be an old job, a boss. This could be a behavior that you were doing, or a mistake, an unknowing mistake that you were making that needed to fall away, but maybe it was useful to you up until this point. And now in May, it's like you get to see what is unnecessary, or what is unneeded, or what is actually standing in your way. That's gonna fall away, whatever that thing is for you, and allowing you to be free, allowing you to step into your power, allowing you to know yourself in your mastery as a leader, as this person who can accomplish this thing easily. Okay, interesting. We're gonna go to another tarot deck. All right, we're gonna go to the Osho. King of Pentacles on the split there. So another card of abundance, of financial reward, okay? Because the 8 of Pentacles also talks about finally getting that financial reward. It's starting to come in after the 7 of Pentacles, which is like where all the hard work, where all the failures happen, where all the effort, like the really hard efforts are put in. And then 8 of Pentacles, it's like, okay, we're finally in the swing of things here. I'm finally getting comfortable. Things are working out. Things are happening. I'm achieving things. Money's flowing in. Look at that. We got the 9 of Cups, okay, with laziness. Yes, reaching a new plateau. Things are easier, right? Look how this guy can relax. He's reached, it's like reaching a new level where things, you don't have to work as hard anymore. It's starting to flow easier. We can chill more. It's like, okay, I'm gonna stick with the business idea, okay? So, if you're a business owner, right? You have to put on all the hats, right? With the mistaken identity, with all the hats. You're wearing so many hats. You have to, produce the products. You have to market the products. You have to deliver the products in whatever way, you know what I mean, right? There's so many things that you have to do on your own in the beginning, because you don't maybe have the finances to hire people right away. You have to build that up. But then it gets to a point where you build it up, and then you can take a little more hands off. You can delegate to other people. Now you get the money so that you can hire other people to do certain jobs, so that you don't have to do everything, and that you can focus on, maybe whatever you enjoy doing the most, which may be, producing, which may be, talking to clients. Whatever it is, maybe you're totally hands off and you just kind of like manage, right? So it's getting to that point in May where it's like the dream is coming really into focus, and you're reaching a plateau of success where it requires you to be a little more hands off, or at least you don't have to stress so much. You don't have to worry so much. It doesn't feel so heavy. And so like you have to trudge through the mud to get anything to work, and maybe with very little outcome. And maybe now this could even be that maybe you do the same amount of work, but you're getting more back. And so it doesn't feel as hard, right? It doesn't feel as hard because you're like, oh, okay, cool. Now I'm actually getting reward for all this work, and it feels way better now. It's just flowing. I'm feeling flow, and just like a dam is breaking and water gets to flow now. Success, outcomes, positive outcomes. Yeah, look at that. May the source, this is the Ace of Wands, and then Six of Swords. Yeah, okay. With the Tower, there is some kind of, this could be inspiration, but this is some kind of new creation, new inspiration, something in the form that is like, it's really going to add to what it is we do. It is the thing we need. It was the missing piece, okay? So it could come in many different forms for a lot of you. I mean, if what you've been trying to do is get pregnant, I mean, this is it, right? This is the thing, the key, the seed that was necessary. This is the spark, that piece that you were waiting for, that was missing. It's like, this is the fresh, the 10 of Wands is over, and now we're getting this new beginning, this fresh energy, the thing that was missing from our lives that needed to be there in order for success to come, which allows us to look climbing the mountain again, exhausted, maybe, other people always kind of controlling our path or telling us what to do, or feeling like maybe we're working for other people and we're exhausted, or this is like just the monkey on our back of the hardest part, right? We're reaching that top of the mountain and no longer having this burden on our shoulders, coming into an easier time, coming into a more peaceful time. All right, there is a key here. This is your key, okay? That is allowing your life to become easier, smoother, more successful in May. You're gonna be able to take it easier. It's flowing. Wow, look at this. Are you kidding me? Wheel of Fortune would change. Okay, your fortune is changing. It is just time. It's time for you to experience this. It's time for you to have this success. You've done the work necessary, and now it's time to move up. This is a level up in a big way. In a big way. It's the shift. Okay, it's finally having all of your hard work catch up to you. And take you and move you up, move you forward. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to receive the efforts, the reward for all of your hard efforts. Okay, it's time now. You've put in a certain amount of work. You've reached the top of a mountain. You put in the effort, the hard work, and it is always a guarantee, right? Life guarantees you. It just takes time. A lot of people, if you put in the effort, right? And you commit yourself to something and you go, I'm committing to this. I'm going to work at this every day. And sometimes it takes a long time for us to see any growth or any success or whatever it is. But we are guaranteed, life guarantees us, if we keep at it, it just takes time. And one day you will get the success. One day you will be seen. One day you will get the reward. Okay, and it's only if you don't give up. And you didn't give up. You worked tirelessly. You worked so hard, And so now you're owed. The universe owes you success, and it is your time now. The energy is ripe. It's time. It's ready. Your wish is being granted. And in May, you're going to start seeing it. You're going to get the peace you need in whatever form this comes. So this is the go ahead. This is the acceptance. This is the message. This is the idea. This is the clarity of whatever it is. Or it's like you just, maybe it's like you do the same thing and then one day it just shifts. Right? Okay. Let's see what else. All right. On an archetype. Okay, we have Virgin, light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. So yeah, you're receiving this because you never allowed life to get you down, to stop you, to corrupt your heart, to close your heart, right? You always kept your dream alive. You always kept your values at the front, first and foremost, right? This card came up in a reading just yesterday. I believe it was pile 3 of the key. Yeah, just the last reading I did before this one. So if you were drawn to that, maybe check that out. But yeah, this is you. It's like, and it could be connected, to your karma. Your karma is wrapping up. And it's almost as though, yeah, you were tested and your heart stayed true. Your heart stayed true to yourself. It stayed true to love, to the highest vibration, even when things were difficult and trying, right? You kept it together and you kept your faith and you never gave up. And I want to just point this out here. These down here to me look like gears. So it's like things are just clicking into place to start working now. They're clicking into place in May. All right, we're gonna get a pocket animal spirit card for my pile 1s. Yes, earthworm. That is so spot on for this energy. I will read it out of the book, but I will tell you. And so Victorian energy. But this is all the work that goes on underneath the dirt, the earthworm. It does all of the hardest, toughest, dirtiest, darkest work, right? Underneath the surface. It's not seen, right? It does everything without a thanks. This is the foundation of a good fruit, of a good vegetable, of a good garden, of a healthy earth, right? It is the key. It is the master of all of the, it's like, it is the hardest work that needs to be done. It's the dirtiest work, like we said, right? But it's all done under the guise of the darkness. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. It's all of the work that needs to get done in order for the beautiful garden to grow, right? In order for our fruits to bear, in order for our dreams to come true. First, the foundation needs to be built, the foundation of good and healthy soil. And that's what you've been doing, and probably within your own self as well, is like maybe doing all the shadow work, doing all the healing work, so that when the success comes, and doing all of that dark work while keeping an open heart, while keeping our faith, while keeping, our goodness about us. And if we can do all that, you get your dream, you get your wish, you get that success, and it's not fleeting, it's here to stay because you built the foundations for which it can grow healthily and abundantly. Okay? It's so important, and that's what you're coming out of, and that's what the work you've been doing. It's so important. And it's tough, right? It's not easy, but it's very necessary for an abundant and lasting future and wish and outcome and self. Okay, earthworm, shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, exactly, and you're on the right track, all according to plan. Okay. Besides, rumor has it, it's a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. When in balance, earnest, intelligent, valuable. When out of balance, self-conscious, apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment. Okay, so I feel like this message is more so what I was talking about, but this could also be a very true fact for a lot of you, where we do have to stand in our power and in our confidence. And I think in May, we're finding that juice, that masculine energy, that confidence, right? That action, not being afraid, right? Taking fearless, putting ourselves out there for all to see, maybe standing up in some way or showing off our work or presenting something, risking something to get a reward. So that could definitely be part of your manifestation process as well. And I feel like you get the inspiration, you get the that spark of confidence, whatever it is you need in order to make this happen, in order to make this move, in order to go towards something. And it's going to pay off big time for you guys in May. Okay, my pile ones, that was your May prediction reading. I hope it resonated with you guys. If it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And leave a comment, shout out pile one. Let me know if this resonated for you. Let me know, share your story, what you've been working towards, what your goal is. I would love to hear about it. And if you would like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. I also offer other energetic healings and hypnosis sessions. So if you would like to know more information, you can check out my website or you can email me. And otherwise, I will see you on the next reading, pile one. All of my love. Peace. With something in your life that you've been wanting to come into union with. So it could be a goal, an idea. This could also be a business partnership. Okay, but I just feel like overall, there's a sense of well-being and harmony in your life. And maybe this is just connected to, maybe you guys are getting married or engaged or starting a family, but it feels like super foundational and very soft. Very, heartwarming for sure. All right, let's get some more. Okay, so we have number 2 with intuition, and this would be the High Priestess. So you have all major arcana so far, which is very powerful. Yeah, I definitely see a door opening. Maybe you've been in a time of deep self-reflection recently, or, learning about self. And now, this could definitely be your higher self, even that you're coming into complete union with, where there is no doubt, there's no separation. It's like you're really in tune with yourself and with your intuitive wisdom. So you're not skipping a beat. You're no longer doubting anymore. It's like really knowing the self, really loving the self. And that is allowing for movement, choices, and decisions. So I think this might be opening up a new path. The Lovers is typically conveyed as a choice card, and we have 2 2s. So there could be a major choice or decision that presents itself in May. Maybe a new path. We do see marriage here. We see the 2 rings, right? So there could definitely be maybe an asking of marriage or a deepening of love, or maybe a move of some kind. But there are new doorways, new pathways opening up for you in May something maybe you've been intuitively feeling, or because you're coming into alignment, new things are opening up in your life for you to take advantage of or explore. All right, let's get more information here. Okay. Okay, Spirit led us to Tarot next, the Osho deck. Wow, so yeah, there's definitely a new choice, a new beginning, a new path with the Fool. So maybe you and a loved one are beginning something new, are beginning a new phase of life, are starting a new journey somewhere else, are, you know, starting your life together as husband and wife, or partners, or parents, right? There is definitely a new beginning within some kind of partnership in your life. Maybe you and a friend are starting a business together. Or yeah, maybe you're buying a home or moving in together. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords with postponement. Maybe something that you've been wanting for a long time and it's been postponed. So in May, I feel like it's finally here. It's finally coming into view and full color, and it's coming alive, and you're actually able to make the choice, take the leap, okay, after maybe a long time of it not happening, of it being postponed and pushed back for whatever reason. We have the Eight of Pentacles with ordinariness. So this really, I'm gonna just push these up. Oh, sorry. This gives me the feeling of like coming into a new sense of life, a new sense of self. It's like settling into a new way of living. So I'll give you some examples. It's like our everyday life is becoming elevated. So let's say if you were renting, now you finally get to buy a home. And now you get to have your own garden. And everyday life, it's like you do settle into routines, but it's just that much more special and beautiful. And you get to live life how you want it, right? It's kind of mastering that every day in the way that you wish to do that. If this is, let's say, a business partnership, it's like you're reaching a level of success where it feels now normal, but it's that much more blooming and blossoming, and yeah, that success, there's success there, and it just becomes part of our like normalcy, right? Which is amazing. That's what we want, right? It's like for these things to become, I hate to use this term, but it's like the new normal in our lives. But like the true, beautiful new normal. Yeah, it's like taking a leap, starting a new beginning together. Because it's like the harmony, for whatever reason, we've reached a level of harmony within ourselves. Oh my gosh, I just noticed how similar these two are. It's like they're both looking into something, like the future, a picture. It's like you've been projecting a manifestation or a wish, a dream. You've been visualizing something that you've been wanting in your life, and creating all of the detail, right? Creating all of the things that you want this to look like, to smell like, to be like, right? And now I feel like you're aligning to that vision. That's exactly what this is. You're finally, after postponement, right? Because it's like you had to come into balance. You had to come into harmony. Maybe you and this person, and it doesn't have to be with a partnership, okay? But for a lot of you, it is. But it's like you had to come into harmony with yourself, with this vision, so that you were ready for this vision to come true. And that's why it's been postponed. And so in May, I feel like you're finally coming into harmony with it. And now you're getting to make the choice. Now you're getting to take the leap. And you're actually going to be able to go forward and start making the moves towards this new beginning, towards these new, choices, towards this new beginning in your life. And I feel like it's going to elevate all parts of your life. It's going to elevate your work. It's going to elevate, you as a person, your lifestyle. It's going to make just life more beautiful and peaceful in all ways. Okay, let's get a little more. All right, so they want to go to this tarot deck now. Okay, so for my pile twos, what is their May gonna look like? What do they need to know about May? Ooh, very nice. We have the elemental of water. Excuse me. So these are actually extra cards in this deck. This is like potential, pure potential, emotionally, like love, right? There's so much pure potential here for fulfillment, for happiness, for joy. And oh my gosh, I love the little faces on these. I don't know how like close I can get in focus here, but this girl looks like she's just laughing, like she has her hand on her stomach. She's looking like into the camera. It reminds me of like breaking the fourth wall, and she's just like, oh yeah, like this is this shit. Like this is what I wanted. Like this, I feel so good here. These are the people I wanted to be with. Like we're just loving life. That's exactly the energy where you're like, I did this. Like I created this and I can't believe it's here. Like, wow. And it's pure joy. And there is that. This is feel like a fresh slate for you and maybe someone else to really create the life you've always wanted and the dream that you've envisioned. It's here for you. It's pure potential, and it's how you want to create it. So you have the power, you have the choice into what you want to make this. Okay. We have the Six of Earth. I'm gonna. We have the Lovers again. The Lovers twice. So, big choice. Big choice, okay? I don't mean to get you guys like nervous or anything, but there is a major choice in your life happening that's really going to it's going to affect the rest of your life, okay? And I mean, this could definitely be you. If you are single, you are meeting the love of your life. You're meeting your soulmate in May, okay? With the elemental of water and the Lovers twice. If you have not already met this person, you are meeting your soulmate, okay? Someone you've been dreaming of, you've been wishing on, and maybe this happens when you make a new choice. Maybe you break your routine, you go to a new coffee shop, something like that, and that's what triggers, and you meet this person. For others of you, this is someone you've been with a long time, and you guys are going to the next level together in some manner. So moving in together, buying a place, moving somewhere, or joining up. There is something you've been envisioning with this person that is finally coming into your reality. And then we have the Path with the Hermit. So I see you guys coming out of like a dark time of maybe, a lot of self-reflection, of postponement. But this was a time for you to master yourself, what it is you want in your life, okay? Because you want this to be the best it can be, right? You don't want to make this decision with limited information or at a place of being, not fully healed, because then you could make the wrong choice or one that wouldn't benefit you and your partner long term. Or maybe, if you were single, you were going you were in a time of solitude, right? Getting ready. And that's why it was postponed so long, because you had to be exactly in the right headspace. Your heart had to be in the right place in order to allow this person in order to see this person, in order to truly appreciate them when they came in. And so that the connection would be there, so that we both, are projecting things from our past, so that we were like pure within our hearts to see each other for, who they truly are, for who we truly are. Okay, so I feel like your day-to-day life is elevating in a beautiful, peaceful way. It's like everything's gonna smell sweeter. Everything, like, even if you're doing mundane things, it's going to be that much better. It's like, it's not gonna feel like you're lacking anything. It's not gonna feel like, oh man, I wish it was like this, or I wish I was doing it with someone, or, this type of person. It's like, I feel like everything, you get everything that you've been imagining. So there's a big choice happening in May. There's a big shift that's really going to allow you to connect with your dream, connect with your vision, connect with life on a new level. On a level that you've been dreaming of. And it's like, yeah, even like little mundane things like going out in the garden, but it's like, but we're together doing it, or we're in our own house doing it. And it's like, this is ours and it feels good. This is my new routine and it feels just good. It's like, yeah, it's just reaching a new plateau of emotional satisfaction in your life, where I feel like the energy you put in, you get it back right away. Like, you never feel this depletedness. Life always is going to be more colorful, more vibrant. You're not going to go back to this, feeling without feeling this lack or this darkness. Maybe you're coming out of a lot of shadow work, right? With the high priestess and the hermit. This is like, yeah, maybe having to do a lot of healing, shadow work, and that needed to be done in order for you to now come out of this and come into the light, come into this beauty, come into this joy and appreciate it and have it be exactly what you wanted it to be. Not having to deal with all these things, after the fact, or making a mistake, making a wrong choice because we aren't fully healed, right? Because we don't know exactly what we want. Or because maybe now we have new values, right? After we've done all of this inner work, maybe our values have changed. And so now the choices we make are going to be different than we would have made last year. Okay. All right. So we're going to get an archetype card. Okay. So what does pile number 2 need to know about May? Okay, so we have vampire. Light attributes, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Shadow attributes, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. Okay, so this immediately, they drew my attention to the hermit. So I really feel like this is what you were healing. This could be you, aspects of yourself, right? She's kind of cloaking, maybe keeping herself, maybe you were in this like cave-like or womb-like energy, healing. But this could have also been someone in your life who was depleting your energy, that maybe that's what you had to learn and maybe that's what you cut out. And so, and I really feel like for a lot of you, this has already been brought to your attention, cut out hopefully. If not, in May, I feel like this person will either get cut out or there will be some kind of resolution with this. You'll see it for what it is and you're finally going to be able to move on, make a new choice that's going to benefit you and your future, your loved ones, or your future loved ones. Okay, but it was like there was someone or something in your life holding you back, depleting your energy so that you wouldn't focus on yourself or so that you wouldn't make this positive choice or new direction in your life. So that is being recognized and now left behind or cut out or dropped, let go of finally. And that leaves us fresh, new potential, new beginning, fresh energy. Look how she is depleted here. She's gray, right? This is going to bring life back to you. You are, and your healing has done that. And I feel like this is definitely connected directly with your healing. And I feel like you've been in that solitude mode. In May, you're finally, I feel, going to come out of that into the postponement, out of the, the shadow work, having to do so much shadow work, and now getting to actually make positive choices in the direction we want to make, coming into the light again, coming into harmony, into union, into joy. Okay, we'll get one last, interesting, one last bit of cards, and they want to go to the tarot deck again. This is my tarot deck that I created. It's called the Matchbox Tarot. It is a very fun deck, so we'll see what Spirit wants to tell pile 2 about their May. Whoa. Okay. You know what? We're going to take them. I see things and I'm like, yep, that's meant for you. Okay. Why not? All right. Look, Ace of Cups. Very similar energy to this element, right? You have a new beginning. A loving, prosperous, joyful, fulfilling new beginning. It's like love is starting in a new way in your life. Everything's gonna taste better. Like, I can't explain to you how just life is elevating for you. Okay, your heart is gonna be at peace. You're like, oh yes, this dream, I've been wanting this for so long and it feels so good. Okay, so you are getting this new beginning. You're starting this new beginning in May. Okay, 6 of Wands, success. Okay, and we do have this another pairing here, another couple. So another partnership, it is going to be successful. Okay, if you had doubts, if you had worries of, will this work out for us? Will I meet that person? Or will we be able to, do this in a way that will be beneficial for us? Yes. Okay, 6 of Wands is success. It is victory. It is, after a struggle, it's finally coming into, into that, it's almost like a goal has been reached. It can also talk about recognition. Okay, so that might be for some of you. And after a long time of, difficulty, we have the Devil, right? It reminds me of this vampire energy. We may have been dealing with our shadow. We may have been dealing with, maybe another person in our lives who was depleting our energy, who was trying to control us, pull strings in some way. Whether they, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Maybe they didn't even realize they were doing it, but you deserve freedom. You deserve to make your own choices. You deserve, this loving, prosperous life that you've dreamed of. And maybe this was a boss, right? And they were trying to get you to fulfill their will. And now it's time for you to do your own thing. All right. Or maybe this was, someone emotionally, this could be an old relationship. Okay. This could even be an addiction that you had or a negative thinking pattern. And now you're making new choices because you have done the shadow work that are leading you into a peaceful, way better new beginning in your life that is going to elevate your life in so many beautiful ways. So the Devil card is going to be different for each and every one of you. But there was some person or energy in your life that was draining you of life force, manipulating, and in whatever way it resonates for you. Okay. You are having victory over this. And look at that, 10 of Cups, and how it so reminds me of this card as well, because the 10 of Cups is the ultimate fulfillment. It is ultimate happiness. It is complete joy. It is the shooting star, right? It's the feeling is having, the piece of land or the family. It's having everything so that we don't feel like we're missing anything. We feel completely fulfilled, completely in joy, in love. We don't feel like we're lacking or missing anything. Okay? And this is what you are beginning. This is what you are building, is your total fulfillment, your happy ending, your wish. Yes, the Empress, your abundance. Okay? Your abundance. You coming into your power, and so fitting because the Empress is Taurian energy. So literally this month of May is so important for you. Okay, coming into your power, knowing yourself, coming out of that shadowy, solitude and into your power, into seeing yourself, into knowing what you deserve, and it blossoming and blooming around you. She is the creative force. She is abundance itself. Everything around her prospers because she is the magnet for everything that wants her. What she wants her. She is a magnet of desire. Okay, and so that is exactly what you are becoming in May. That is what you're realizing about yourself, and things are going to start just blossoming and blooming around you. Okay, these are all. We have the World card, successful completion, and I love how it's coming underneath the Devil. You are ending a time of darkness in your life, a time of dealing with shadow or manipulative energy. This is completing, okay? In whatever manner it completes for you. This could be you leaving, a negative job, a negative place in your life, a negative person in your life. This is completing. It is no longer meant to come with you in this new beginning. You are meant to go in a fresh slate with new energy, with pure love and pure intention. Okay, it is not following you. We have the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. So again, just saying, you have this new beginning because you've mastered this thing. You've cut out what is necessary to be cut out. It's like being born through fire, but also having that innocence of intention and heart. Beginning something, it's like still having that beginner's mind because we're maybe making a new choice or starting a new relationship or doing something new together, right? So it's learning something new with a new phase in our lives, but coming from a place of maturity, of wisdom, of experience, okay? Knowing what we want, knowing where we want to take this. This is the creative master, right? So there is a lot of that creative potential. So I feel like you're going to definitely be blossoming in new and creative and beautiful ways that are going to allow your passions to come to life. Wow. Amazing, pile 2. Holy crap. Yeah, this was your May predictions reading, pile 2. That was awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. If this reading resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another reading. And please shout out pile 2. Let me know if this resonated, what your story is. If you want to share, I'd love to hear it. And if you would like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. I also offer other energetic healings, mostly hypnosis. I am a hypnotherapist, so I can help you with any blockages at all, anything you want to explore, we can look at. It is very profound and deep. So if you'd like to know more information, you can email me, you can go to my website. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your May predictions reading. So glad to have you guys here. Readings have been amazing so far, so I'm really looking forward to diving into your message. So you guys chose the Mystic Martians Oracle. So we will first be grabbing a card out of this deck. Thank you. Before we let Spirit guide us into the next decks. Okay. So you got 36 with Shadow Self, denying, projecting, shame. Okay, wow. You guys may have been going through, or still are going through, you know, a lot of shadow work, a lot of facing of our own fears, our own demons, things that hold us back, addictions, possibly even, you know, maybe someone in our lives that needs to get cut out. Or maybe in May we're seeing someone for who they truly are. Maybe they've been putting on a fake mask, and maybe their true colors will be shown, but we will get more information. Okay, we're gonna get another one of these cards. Okay. Blue Avians, philosophy, releasing karma, mysticism. All right, so this is very key. We are releasing some kind of karma in May, something that has been keeping us held back. This seems to be an underlying energy for all three readings. In May, it's like something is being wrapped up that was part of our karmic cycles, that was maybe something that has been following us for lifetimes, right? So this could be a karmic connection with someone. This could be a belief in ourselves that we're overcoming, that we're breaking a cycle of addiction, we're breaking a cycle of belief in lack, belief in low self-worth. You know, it's something that has been deeply part of our shadow, of our path for a long time, that now we are finally wrapping up, okay, in May, and that's huge. There is going to be a big shift for this pile, releasing the karma, having a new slate, okay? All right, so we're gonna go to this tarot deck now, the Muse. Also, I want to say birds could be really important, or finding feathers could be a really nice sign that this is, you know, coming true, that this is happening, that karma is being released, and that this shadow or this negative, you know, force in our life is now leaving, okay, is now being released. Temperance, healing. Yes, we're being healed, coming into balance. Okay, we see the moth here in the background. This is transformation. We are transforming. Our karma is being released, and we are realizing ourselves for our true power. Okay? Now we're getting this fresh slate. We're alchemizing the dark, right? Maybe maybe pain and trauma that's happened in our lives, we're alchemizing it into growth, into, you know, love for ourselves and what we've been through, into forgiveness for ourselves, and to whoever hurt us in the past or whatever hurt us, right? It's, yeah, we see the moon here in this, it's a shadow, it's a projection, you know, of what is actually true. It's the sun and its light. So, and we do need the dark, we do need both, right? But we don't let the dark be bigger than the light. That's when it needs to come into balance, when it's controlling us, right? When the negative thoughts are overpowering the positive, when the, you know, self-denial is more than the belief in the faith, or the fear is more than the love. And so that is what's coming into balance for you guys. The karma, the negative karma is being released. What you've had to deal with, you know, for who knows how many lives even, is now, it's being neutralized. And we are being reborn, seeing ourselves in a new way, seeing life in a new way. Okay, what else? Here we go. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Okay, so, and the 5 of Wands. All right. So we have been going through a lot of challenges. Maybe cutting people out, seeing people for who they truly are, being cut out of people's lives. Okay, maybe having battles a lot with other people. You might have something where you're challenged in some way, or you're forced to cut someone out of your life because you're just, maybe because you're transforming and changing, and maybe they just don't fit into that anymore, or you see the true colors of someone or people. okay, in your lives, and you know that you have to leave them behind, or you know you have to cut them out. But I see you, more importantly, you've been doing so much self-reflection. You have been really diving in to who you are and to who you want to be, and not looking away from the darkness, not turning away from the fear or the demons that are within us, within us. It's like really looking at ourselves from all aspects. Okay, what do I need to work on? What do I need to let go? Where am I still holding on? You know, what is not benefiting me anymore? What habits do I need to change, right? Where am I, you know, still not loving myself totally? And we have 2 5s here. Change. This is changing. You are going through a massive transformation, because there is a huge karmic cycle ending in our lives. We are changing in such a huge way. We have changed in such a huge way. Now life is going to start reflecting that, and you're getting a fresh new slate. Like, this temperance is almost like reminding me of, it's a new baby. It's like fresh, right? After the strife, after the struggle. Yeah, I'll get more cards on this. Okay, we're gonna go to another tarot deck here. And no longer are these difficulties going to rule over us anymore. You are taking control. You are taking power. You are overcoming. You are going to be completely balanced with your light and your dark. Okay? No more is one going to overpower the other. You're going to use your shadow to your benefit, where it's necessary to like allow you to stand up for yourself, you know, allow you to use your sharpness and your wit. Like, that is what are very healthy ways of using the shadow. It's a great, you know, what did they say? It's a great servant, but not a great master. And so that's what's switching. It's no longer fear is your master. You are the master of your fear, of your, I shouldn't say your fear, but your lower nature. Okay? And yeah, we have the 7 of Wands with stress. So you've been going through it. You have been going through it. Maybe trying to juggle a lot in your life. So this could be like juggling your healing and juggling a job and juggling kids, right? And there's been a lot on your plate. Maybe a lot expected of you. And maybe it's just maybe your own expectations of yourself, and your own fears have been stressing you out, because you're like, okay, well, if I don't make this amount of money, or, you know, this, I'm so lost in lack, or whatever it is, and that was causing so much stress. And so I see in May, this balloon is popping. Okay, this karma is being released. You are releasing this stress. Look at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Swords, overthinking, stressing, worrying, anxiety. We are finally letting that go. Okay, it's time to let it go. In May, balance is here. Something's clicking. Queen of Wands, we're realizing who we truly are. We're realizing our power, our beauty. We're having a glow up because we know who we are now. We see ourselves in our true form, which is pure potential, pure creativity, beauty. I am abundant. I am abundant by nature, right? It doesn't matter what's going on outside of me or around me. I am a child of God. I am loved endlessly. I am loved unconditionally by myself, by my creator, by the world, right? By life. And so from this place, we can give. From this place, we can manage everything without stress, right? And giving to ourselves first. and foremost, making sure that we're healed. It's like the light is finally turning on. The light is finally coming into our lives and overpowering the darkness. It's like, oh, I see now. You're definitely reaching a new phase of enlightenment. Because, you know, overcoming those lower nature is not easy. It's not easy to switch our thoughts. And it's like, it's great because now it's tilting the other way, and you're going to start seeing that in your outer world being reflected back to you. And you're going to start seeing the abundance, and you're going to start seeing, you know, life working for you, and you're going to get more inspiration and more creativity. Oh my goodness, they're flipping around. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles with slowing down. Yeah, life's not going to feel so stressful anymore. It's going to feel more peaceful, like you can take it easy, you can take your time. Your thoughts are going to be slower. Life's going to move at a more easier, relaxed pace. Okay, there's no rush. There's no rush to do anything. There's no rush to get anywhere. It's like things are going to just start taking their time, and it's because your thoughts are taking their time, and you're at a new kind of plateau of peace. Okay. And then we have, and that's funny, we have the Tower, right? So there is something here I see in May that's going to burst something. Something's going to change in a drastic way. Or that could be a realization, that could be a big happening. Okay. And I don't see this as negative. I see this ultimately is going to be very positive, but how you perceive that is going to be different for each and every one of you, because this could be a big burnout, right? For a lot of you, if you're trying to juggle a million things, this could be something that happens where it's like it takes you out and you're forced into a period of relaxation, of slowing down, and that's what's going to bring you into balance. And that's what's going to make you realize something big. But there is something big to be realized here, okay, in May. That's going to bring everything together. There's a big release. There's a big change. And it's going to help you slow down. It's going to help you realize yourself as who you are, truly, for all of your beauty. This could be a relationship in your life that shows its true colors, and it could be really foundational for you, and it was just not good for you anymore. It was maybe part of this shadow relationship, maybe manipulative in some way. This could be a work situation. This could be a living situation. It's going to be different for all of you, but whatever this was, it's no longer matching where you're going. It's no longer part of your new life and your new vibration. It's part of the old. It's part of what wasn't working. Okay, so this is wow, look at that. And we have the Lovers. Okay, so definitely could be a relationship for a lot of you, where this is going to allow you to come into union with someone who is for you. Okay? And maybe you're just like too stressed out or busy to even open up to love, or you have been, right? Maybe dealing with so many other things. And this slowing down, this big change, this big realization, however it manifests for you, allows you to open up enough, to open your heart, so you finally get that you and your soulmate, or you and your person, are attracted to each other, are magnetized to each other. You find each other. And maybe you're just too much in your head, or you got too much going on that is blocking it. Or maybe you're with someone who is not for you, or maybe you're in a place that is not for you. And so this big happening, this big change, is going to allow the old to be released, this negativity to be released, okay? And it's going to bring in this beautiful connection, this beautiful union. And not everyone, this is going to be a partnership. This could also, I just want to say before I move on from the relationship, if you are in a relationship, maybe you're juggling too many things, or you're stressing out a lot, and whatever this happening it's going to allow you to slow down and reconnect with a loved one. Okay, reconnect in a positive way, in a deeper way. All right. And it's also going to allow you to come into union with yourself. So if this is not a partnership, although it could be, and it could be both, this is you coming into union with your truest self, your highest path. Okay, not having to rush, slowing down, coming into union with who I truly am, which is an abundant, powerful queen or king, confident. Okay, because I fill my cup first, I have lots to give. I can give. It's like this endless flow of giving and taking, but you have to give to yourself first. But I feel like you're coming into a new level of success and a fresh slate where you're finally seeing yourself truly for who you are. And you're able to give from this healed place, being in union with yourself and in union with what you want. Okay? Because when our shadow's overpowering, we can't see how beautiful we are. We can't see how amazing we are. Because we might be believing a negative thought or an outdated belief or a conditioning that maybe there isn't enough or that we're not good enough. And so that's being dropped in May. And we're seeing the truth. And we're coming into union with what is meant for us, with who is meant for us, with ourselves in the deepest sense, seeing ourselves reflected in our outer world as the truth, which is beauty, which is unconditional love, abundance. Okay. And for your last card, we're going to get a rune. Okay, so for my pile threes, yes. Okay, this is very fitting. Going through something difficult, all right, kind of being born through fire. It's like it's facing that shadow with the moon here. It's coming out of that darkness with a giant transformation. Like you are definitely having the biggest transformation. It's being, stung with truth. There's something big happening in May that's going to help you see something for what it is and, move away from that or drop it. And that's going to shift everything in your life. The Scorpion is not soft or gentle. She is, however, vital to the natural balance of life. Without her sharp sting to clear the weak, stagnant, and diseased, life would never be able to grow back stronger and renew. So that's what this is doing. In May, there's something happening that's going to force something out of your life or change your behavior, whatever it is, drop a person, whatever it is for you. It's because it's the thing that is holding you back from what you want, from being who you truly came here to be and who you truly are, from coming into union with what you want. Okay? Haggalas is a freezing storm, but its hail and ice will melt, becoming water to nourish new growth. The first rune of second Ayet, it represents the beginning of a testing time. Only by weathering the storm will you develop and grow. Also called the Mother Rune, it can be a destructive force of nature. The storm out of your control, that's the Tower. Can feel painful and unfair, but this disruption or unwelcome change will bring a positive transformation and long-term gain. It is for your highest good, okay? Key words: disruption, endings and beginnings, transformation, radical change, completion. Magical workings. Though often an intimidating rune to work with, Haggalas aids you in moving through a stormy time and finding growth on the other side. It is helpful for shadow work, there you go, and is best reserved for when you're facing significant struggle. Write the rune on a natural object like a piece of wood or stone. Carry this in your pocket so you can touch it to receive strength when needed. Here, I'll give you this is the symbol that they're talking about. Looks like an N. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some more cards for you guys just to give you an outcome of what is on the other side of this, although we have some hints to it, right? Union, love, abundance. Okay, but first, and I don't know, some of you may be starting this in May. It's like some kind of bubble pops or some sudden change happens that forces you into this. Others of you, this is the ending of it in May, where it's like this big radical change happens and you're out of this struggle. Okay, so it's going to be different for all of you. You'll know your own situation because you'll know if you've been going through it or not. But ultimately it is for your highest good. It's going to transform you in the deepest sense. Okay, it's really, really going to clear so much out of your life and allow you to be born anew. Okay, so let's get some positive messages for pile number 3 about afterwards, after this is all done. What do they have to look forward to? What do they have to look forward to on the other end? Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. So this is going to be a bit of advice, I have a feeling. Stand your ground. Stand strong in the face of challenges. Okay, that you can do this. You can get through this big change or this thing that you might have to face or let go of. That you have to stand in your power and face it, and you will make it through. You will be okay, and you'll actually show yourself how much strength you truly have. And it's going to allow you to realize your true power, your true self. You're like, wow, I didn't know I had that within me. I didn't know I could make a change that big. I didn't know I could stand up against this thing. I didn't know I could let this go. I didn't know, I could make this big important change in my life. And then we have the 6 of Cups, memories of love. So this could be something or someone from your past. This card can be a family member. This could be a relationship of the past. This could be a job of the past. There is something we need to let go of. There's something that's no longer benefiting us that we have to release and let go. And I feel in May, there might be something that forces us to do this. Because maybe we're holding on because we're attached, because there's still love there. But maybe we're not being treated fairly in a certain situation. And so something's going to happen in order to show us the true nature and allow us to release it. Allow us to stand in our power, stand strong, and release what needs to go. Because it's no longer benefiting us. And where we're moving, there's no room here. We're moving on and up. And so things have to go that are holding us back or that are a negative influence in our lives. Okay. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Okay. Heartache and loss. And it is going to be, it's not going to be easy. And some of you guys are already dealing with this. Others of you, it might happen in May. Okay. Just know that yes, it isn't going to be easy. We do have to face certain things that are difficult, right? But ultimately, sorry, I'm just going to move these down. Ultimately, this is for our highest good. That this is no longer, it's not good for us anymore. It's like a tooth, right? The tooth that maybe is rotting in our mouth, and it's causing health problems. It's causing us pain. Okay, and the longer it stays there, the longer it's going to cause problems. So we got to rip it out, right? We got to rip it out. We got to let it go. Okay. And yes, it's going to hurt. It's not going to be easy. But the quicker we can rip it out, the quicker we can heal and learn the lesson and move on. And then we'll be way better off, just a little bit of time. After a little bit of time, we're going to be so grateful that we did that, right? That we let it go, that this thing was shown to us for what it was, or this person was shown to us for what it was. And it's just that quick, we got to rip off the Band-Aid. We got to stand up. We got to let it go. We gotta, yeah. It's not easy, but it is necessary. And we're gonna be so much lighter and we're gonna be able to show up in such a more positive and real way. And we're gonna see ourselves in our true power, that we can do this, and things are gonna get easier after. And it's gonna be lighter and more peaceful. And we're actually gonna be able to come into union for what is meant for us. Okay, there's something, a karmic relationship, a karmic person, cycle in our lives that needs to go. Okay, and look, this is the Empress, okay? It's 3 with fertility. You are being born new. Life is gonna get a lot more abundant for you, a lot easier, a lot more supportive. Things are gonna finally be able to start growing. It's this thing that's been stopping us. Or there's something that it was holding something back within us, within our path. Okay, and we are going to realize our true potential in May. This is literally the card of energy of Taurus, okay, Venus. We are going to see our true potential, our true power. We are being born new in May. Life is being born through us, a new life. Okay, our hearts are going to be healed. All right, last card. And look at that. Okay, this is what awaits us on the other side. Abundance, a stable home, a stable reality, a stable relationship, a family, a community. Okay, the rainbow will come out. This is what it is all leading you to. Okay, a stable foundation. This is what wants to come in for you, and we just have to clear out this thing. We have to release it. We have to see it and let it go. And yeah, it's not going to be easy, but the outcome is so worth it. The other side of this is that stable, joyful, happy home, happy family, happy connection, achievements that are here to stay. Okay, this is our new path. This is our clean slate. This is the life that wants to be born through us. 3, 4, yeah. So this could even say like in May, and then the next month even, it starts to improve. Things you actually start seeing, oh, okay, it's that fast. It's been cleared out, and now we get to move in a more stable place, in a more stable foundation. You know, I'm maybe moving, I'm getting that home, or I'm, achieving something that was big. You see the energy, as soon as the energy is cleared out, you see improvements right away. The rainbow comes out, right? The growth starts happening right away. And you're like, wow, it was all like, there was so much there that was being blocked. Okay, so that is your May predictions, pile number 3. So powerful. You have so much to look forward to. Have no fear. You got this. Okay, whatever you have to face in May, you have this, and it's going to work out beautifully for you, and it's for your highest good, and it's leading you to your dream, to your wish, to what you want to create on earth, a rebirth of, I feel like every level of life is going to blossom and bloom after this. All right, so that was your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for being with me here today. If this resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading, and please leave a comment. Shout out pile 3 if you wish to share. I'd love to connect with you guys. You know, I totally have been down this path, and I'm still doing this. I definitely resonate with this. I might even have a very similar situation to this in May as well. So I totally feel you guys. And if you would like to have a personal reading, you can book that down with me in the description box. I also do other energetic healings, hypnosis primarily, If you would like to know more information about that, you can email me. You can go to my website. There's a lot there you can look at. And otherwise, I will see you on the next reading. Okay, Pile 3. All of my love. Peace.